Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatsMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Right, today we've got a map which is somewhat mundanely understated, and I mean that actually as a compliment. You see, this creator, we have done them once in the past in episode 1027, and on that occasion they got 11 stars, which is a solid score, if not an outstanding one. And yet, I gave that map the seal of approval, which is quite uncommon for 11 stars. Today's map is of the same kind of ilk. I think I actually like this creator's work. There's something about this creator that says to me, I like you. Is it possible that you can say that right now, please? That's right, saying I like you and supporting that with a click of the like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people, helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. Today's map is Flat, literally, by Rarefield Elm 6336. Got another one of theirs on the long list at the moment, so hopefully we'll see another one of theirs soon. There's your start square, no intersections in there, but actually a connected highway, so you can actually start building without an intersection. The terrain height sits relatively flat with some hills. It's not a perfectly flat map, and the resources got a little bit of fertile, a little bit of ore, a little bit of forestry. I would say that would work quite well too. If you've got Sunset Harbour and you want to do some fishing, you've got a little bit of everything but no tuna, which makes sense. You don't have tuna in those sort of rivers, do you? Off to the workshop. What do we need? Well, it's a mass transit map. You will need mass transit for this one. A few things to subscribe to, not too many. The realistic 1.2.13 Boreal theme. I do actually have that bridge at the bottom. I've just forgot to refresh the screen after subscribing to it. And some other trees. Oh, and it says Overcast Natural LUT. I'm using the wrong LUT, ladies and gentlemen. I apologise. I've literally just seen the Overcast Natural LUT on the right-hand side. Dope. We'll today be using the realistic 1.2 LUT incorrectly. I'm so sorry, Rarefield. I have blown it. I don't have time to re-record now, so we'll just go with it. Just squint a little bit. It makes it look a little bit darker, a little bit gloomier if you squint a little bit. Intersection number 1 here, and they're all good, strong intersections. I don't know whether they're plopped or I don't know, might actually be. Some of these I think might be hand built because there are lane mathematics on quite a few of them, so something just to watch out for. Now, the map has got some very strong highway connections running across the entirety of the map. Some strong intersections connecting those highways and some strong intersections connecting national roads to the highway network. So you don't really ever need to build, well, possibly, I mean, you might want to, but you don't really need to build. Speaking of lane mathematics, here's an example of that there. 3 lanes splitting into 3 lanes. That's really neat. They have a little bit of a sharp-ish drop off down into the tunnel there. That could be just smoothed out just a little bit. It's not too bad. Not quite as bad as this little pillar in the highway there, which could be quite horrific. Watch out! Oh, too late. Anyway. Anyways, yes, we've got a little elevated highway ramp on the left-hand side there as well, which could be and maybe should be dropped down to ground level. Yeah, the grumbly things on this map are the really easy to fix ones. So there's nothing that's going to stop anybody wanting to play on it, I would suggest, apart from the fact that it might be a little bit disinteresting in terms of the build space is entirely flat and some of you might want a little bit of undulation. That said, we have got some really nicely worked rivers. We'll have a look at the waterfronts a little bit later on. We do have some hills that you won't be wanting to build into, but they add for a little bit of interest again. Now, this is the intersection that's in the start square that doesn't lead directly to the start square. But there you go. Of course, you could build your own intersection just up this route here to access this area. Or we could follow the highways onto the national roads and find a way. Like this national road up here, up ahead. This is in the start square. So if we can get traffic off of here we will be good to go for building. Let's have a little look. Now, if we look off this way, it does connect off to the edge of the map. Let's have a look. Right. So we can head up that way, this way, and that's a highway connection over there. So you can get traffic coming in directly via that route. Or let's follow the highway along this way, and we'll follow the national roads, and we'll just loop back the quickest route this direction. And you'll see you won't actually need to build intersections. You may want to, you won't need to. The map is, as always, good to go. Right, so anyway, yes, let me talk about some other stuff. Oh, again, lane mathematics in operation, splitting off, and you'll see this 2-lane going up to 3-lane in a moment, and it's just nice. But a nice little staggered intersection. I quite like that. Right, so yes, let's talk about what's coming up in a couple of weeks' time. You may be aware there is a I'm going to say a world holiday. I know there are places in the world which don't actually celebrate Christmas, and quite right too. Quite right too. Adds a little bit of flavour across the world to have differences. Ooh, motorbike going through my living room. But yes, it's nice to have variations across the world. But yes, let's just say a holiday. There'll be a holiday coming, and WhatMap will be taking a 1-week break, which it does every year. Week and 4 days, I think we're doing, during which will be the Map of the Year series, where I go back over all the best works of 2020, and I'll showcase to you what my choices for the top 12 are. We run that over 1 week, 2 maps on each day, and so yeah, do hang around. Don't think that because we'll be taking a short break, there'll be no maps to view. We'll be looking at the very, very best of what the creators have had to offer this year. And my long list at the moment has 17 maps on it, and all from different creators. It was 18, but I've had to knock one off because one was a duplicate from the same creator twice. Here you go. We've made it to the start square there. There we are. So that's cool. Let's have a look at the rail. Okay, the rail. So yeah, I only ever allow one map from each creator onto the final shortlist. Otherwise, it just becomes a show of the very best creators. And I want to show a showcase. So we have 17 maps from 17 different creators. Now, this transition here with the rail as well is really very smooth. It might be a little bit steeper than real life, but it's okay for a game, Cities Skylines, I feel. Where were we? Yes, so yeah, the plan is Christmas Day, which is the Friday, we will do a Christmas special. WhatMap will run up until Christmas Eve. Christmas special on Christmas Day. And then on the Saturday, I'm going to do a precursor to the Map of the Year, where I'll actually do a very quick showcase of all of the shortlisted maps which didn't make the final cut. So that'll be one show with a few maps on it, and all of them are really very good indeed. Then on the Sunday will be, of course, the Steam Weekly Chart Show. And then on the Monday, through to a little bit of catenary chaos there on the lines there. I've seen worse. In fact, I think there's a little bit worse on this line somewhere as well. So yes, that's the Sunday. Then Monday to Saturday, we'll actually do the Map of the Year series. And then on the Sunday again, we'll have another chart show. And then between Monday and Thursday of the next week, a little bit of elevation. Oh yeah, the elevation here is for a bridge, and again, this is a nice transition bridge as well. But yeah, the 4 days then between then and the New Year, I'll do something. I don't know what yet. I haven't actually planned anything for that. It might not even be Cities Skylines. Join me for a little bit of fun and frivolity anyway for those 4 days. And then from the Friday again, I will be starting off the new year. 2021, first map of 2021. Which sets the standards. Sets the standards for the year. I wonder what that will be. I have no clue. Literally have no clue at the moment. Right, so yes, it's been... oh, actually, it's a Friday. It'd be voted for by the BonBonB buddies. Oh, good old BonBonB buddies on Patreon. Your pressure is on, guys. You're going to be choosing the start map for the year. A little bit of encroaching foliage here on the rail lines. The detailing issues on this map are so simple to fix. I do have to mark the map down on them, but I don't. It's not anything that's really going to break a sweat for anybody. Like the encroaching tree here and there and so forth. The map itself is a really nice. I mean, the layout of more encroaching trees here. The layouts with the roads and the rails are good to go. And I think that the way that the few hills that we've got and the water features that we've got really do break up the environment well. And I think the tree painting, which we'll have a very brief look at in the second half of the show, I think the tree painting really does make the map come to life. So considering that the map is indeed flat, it's mundanely inspirational. It's actually a very nice map indeed. And that's what I say about this creator. They have got a knack. This is only the second map that I've seen of theirs. They have got a knack of making maps that are maps that you would like to play on. Certainly maps I would like to play on. There was a little bit of Catenary Chaos there. And let's have a look here. Yeah, there you go. This is slightly worse in the way of Catenary Chaos. Of course, Catenary Replacer, get rid of the Catenaries. You have no problem at all there. Right, heading off towards the edge of the map, which means we can take an inspirational intermission. Wonder which one we'll be inspired by today. And then we'll come back and we'll check for the shipping. Do you reckon there'll be shipping routes on today's map? Place your bets now, please. Really?
Philosophical question. What exactly is This Old Gamer? Is it an at-home shopping network? A cover band channel? The only real way to find out is go check it out for yourself. This Old Gamer is the most unique, entertaining, and funny Cities Skylines channel ever created. And I build some pretty cool stuff too. And with you coming along for the ride, nothing can stop us.
Have you taken the trash out yet?
Check it out. I gotta go.
And so back to Flat by Rarefield Elm 6336, and no, there are no shipping routes on this map, and quite rightly so. It would be a somewhat odd decision, I would suggest, on today's map. We do have two air routes. They cut across the map like this. Each one arcs independently, and they do cross over a little bit right at the edge of the map. Not that that makes any difference, but it does give me something to talk about, because frankly, air routes are... There you go, that's where it crosses over. Air routes are slightly less interesting than shipping routes, but I kind of wanted to show it. Waterfall, we've got a fake dam thing going on here. Makes me think this is maybe based on the real life location. Not somewhere that I know, but it... Hey, could be anywhere in the world, couldn't it? It's flattish land, so I mean, it could be Russia, it could be somewhere in central the United States of America. There are loads of places it could be. But we have water flow in the start square. It's a little bit light. But there's plenty of water about. You will find a way to make it work. Okay, let's have a little look at the water, because we've got some really nice bridge. I did say about these bridges that I've subscribed to. Yes, I have. You can see there. We have some very nice bridge structures. Some very nice looking little islands going on without being distracting. The whole map is just understated. The map is not the star. It's the potential, I think, on today's map. That is the star. Another little bridge there. Tiny little detailing floor coming over here where the nodes aren't properly aligned with the bridge itself, and so you can see we've got double pillars going on. If we can align those nodes up with the bridge pillars, those will just disappear. They'll just hide. Always minor stuff, and whether it bothers you is well, it's up to you whether it bothers you. Doesn't bother me, but I'm got to mention it. Of course, I do have to mark these little things down just to be fair on everybody else. Got this big old long lake here as well. Everybody loves a big old long lake. We have some hills which are fine, absolutely fine. Maybe make that into a little park area, put some footpaths and stuff like that up into that area. Just a thought, maybe, possibly, maybe an observatory or something. I don't know. It's a map that says big sprawling city, isn't it? A big sprawling city. And there's probably got to be room for an airport around there, because we do have the air routes. Oh yeah, I did promise about trees, sorry. We do have these managed forests over here as well, which have got a really nice density to it. I've got to say, densities are all good. And remember, the entire aesthetics of this map will be a little bit more gloomy using the overcast LUT, which is what I should be using. I should also be using an asset of the day from everybody's favourite Sven. Yes, Sven is back with the Adam Tower ploppableRICO ready by SvenBerlin. This is obviously an airport tower from Amsterdam. See, Adam, Amsterdam. There are a couple of extra assets you can subscribe to make this a little bit more perky. There's a crane and a decal that goes on the top which says "Hi, I'm Adam," which is great, and they are linked to on Sven's on the asset page. Just the link is in the description to the asset. Have a little look. And factoids, because factoids. And today's one, once again, does date the book a little bit, back to the 80s. Incredulously, doesn't say that, I'm putting that word in. The 2 highest IQs ever recorded on a standard test both belonged to women. Incredulously. Can you imagine intelligent women? It's not possible. I did a little bit of Googling. Marilyn von Savant holds the current record, although the Guinness Book of Records stopped tracking these things, with 228 points. So if somebody tells you they've got higher than that, they're fibbers. It's the Adam Tower ploppableRICO ready by SvenBerlin. The asset of the day. Yeah, 228. Haven't done an IQ test for years. I think I got 120, that's fairly respectable. Anyway, yes, your chance to vote on today's map. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month with the viewer's choice top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Hit the I button now in the top right corner of your screen. It'll take you to the voting page where you can vote for free. What do I think of today's map? Well, aesthetically, again, it's the overall aesthetics, the overall top-down design of the map is really strong. I don't think it really goes to the next level when you get down to ground level, but I don't think it really has to. I'm gonna give it 4 stars, but I can't really go much above low 4. But that is basically just down to the overall design. I think the overall design is excellent. Detailing does need a little bit of work here and there. There's general good standards and a few things holding it back. Let's get rid of those few things holding it back, and it'll be 4 stars. For me, I'm going to go for a high 3. Gameplay potential, I think this has got playability written right the way through it. Few too many things to fix for it to be a 5-star map, but I'm going to go for a very high 4. I really like this creator. They make maps that you want to play on, and for the second time with 11 out of 12 stars, 11 out of 15 stars even, the BonBonB seal of approval. I know. Now, I decided to give that seal of approval before I checked back and saw what their previous history was. And then I thought, hang on, that's twice. That is twice. Just giving away like candy. BonBon is throwing out the candy. Your chance now to earn yourself some population points. If you are here, you're part of the 20 and out elite, the very exclusive society that makes it to the last 20 seconds of the show. Use the word of the day into the comments and score yourself some population points just for fun. And we'll be back with another What's Map tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon.